I want 999 more Hail Marys right now. I want 999 more Hail Marys right now. Hail Marys right now. But don't try to turn that number upside down.
What up, Fruity? I miss you. Remember Geraldine? Remember the super small waist? You're like, wow, your space is like, it should be like
Really
a
tiny, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
should be like a 00 or something,
Yes,
like a petite. And then we fit Joss for a while
Right,
for
right,
bottoms.
right.
The girls came back. They're like, we like her fit more.
Okay.
So we're gonna be basing bottoms based on Geraldine's fit now.
Okay.
And there'll be a traditional extra small. Done.
Okay, you're grading from an extra small.
We're grading from extra small, and then we'll grow it through the marketing grading.
Okay.
The second thing is we had a little issue when it comes to our sampler and our production manager. So sampling came out well, it looks good, right? But then when production manager goes inside production manager tweaks certain aspects of it, I'll show you what I mean, to make sure, number one, there's more construction. Because sample maker, they just put stuff together.
Well, okay, go ahead.
They don't manufacture 600 pieces.
True.
So their system of producing the garment, it's very slow and it's not intricate as a production manager. And so there is a low disconnect there. That's why some of the stuff were out of specs, because production manager came back to me. She goes, Johnny, you trust me, right? I was like, yeah. She goes, this is wrong. I was like, correct. This is wrong. I was like, correct. This is wrong. I was like, damn, what I should have done is after the last sample, I should have told the production manager to do one last sample, a TOP, a top of production.
I thought you did do TOP.
No, we did not do TOP because I guess I totally forgot. Because I thought the sample maker, this is actually the first time it ever happened too, where it was out of specs. Because the girl stuff were a little bit more intricate than the men's stuff.
Okay, because I've been doing this my whole life. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, the final pattern, actually all along the way,
Mm-hmm.
you should be making your garments exactly the way you're going to make them in production.
Correct.
With the same factory, because different people handle things different. For example, let's just talk about flat lock. Some people will cut more than other people will.
True. We learned that in the
Okay.
past. So remember how we're like, we grew the mesh, everything looks beautifully, right?
Kind of. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
it was like very short and stubby.
Yeah.
Traditionally, it's TOP and then production. For me, it's like TOP, production manager, and then marketing grading, and then cut. It's a lot smaller.
This was production.
That's production.
Okay, and what was the difference?
So this is the difference on it.
Well, we think we figured it out.
No, it is. So what happened on production is we checked the marketing grading based on your pattern, the specs, and everything laid on top of the marketing grading just fine. But when they went to the overlock, sampler, production, they actually used the complete 3/8.
Yeah, but an inch from one sample to the other? That doesn't make sense.
I'll show you what the production manager shows me.
7.
That's how much mesh we just lost.
Okay, but you didn't lose it in your sample.
Because the sample maker isn't a production manager, they just put it together. They didn't use the full allowance on the 3/8.
Well, maybe you should talk to your sample maker,
Yeah,
because they should be.
yeah, and they
That's
should
the
be.
problem. That's the problem. The reason I create this document on the front of the pattern
Correct.
is to tell them what they're supposed to eat when they sew it. And if they're not following the
reading it,
instructions of the joining and all of that, if they're not following that, then your pattern and your sample are going to look different.
Correct.
I don't know the fabric. I think I don't know which.
So
way it's
no, this is up and down right here. This is correct.
So this was correct.
No, this was actually the grain wise. I had to switch in production because with
Because
the
it
grain.
wasn't stretching and it was bubbling like that.
Yeah. So that's why I had to switch the grain out to
Yeah.
a horizontal.
So you went this way.
Yeah, I went that way.
Okay, but see, this is the indication of the grain, so your pattern piece needs to change, or somebody could make a mistake. I don't know that.
Good to know.
Good
I
to
didn't
know.
know that
Yeah,
either.
Good to know.
That line, that's what that line tells the sewers. Always this line represents up and down.
Okay,
Always.
it makes
That's
sense.
what they know. So if I want the piece turned on the bias, I'm going to draw the line like this.
So you're gonna cut the piece
Or-
On the cross
horizontally.
It'll
grain,
be-
Yeah.
that's important. That line is extremely important.
That's very good
Okay.
to know.
I didn't know you didn't know that.
I didn't know. I should know that.
Okay, yeah. As a pattern maker, I walk the sew line,
Okay.
not the cut edge.
Okay. Yeah, because
Okay.
the cut edge is folded on the inside, right? And
Well, it's just, that's my measurement. That's the actual seam measurement.
Yeah.
Is the sew line, not the edge. Okay? If they're walking the edge, see like this,
Yeah,
then
it
it's
does-
going to look too big.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's
Okay.
not what you're matching.
So you need to
Any
match.
pattern system, any pattern maker, by the sew line.
So is this
not
the sew?
cut
Is this the
edge.
sew line?
The sew line is 3/8 of an inch in, which is where I was walking it. Walk it on the sew line. My ruler, I measure the sew line and then add seam allowance. Any pattern system.
Oh, this is the one you pick, Randy.
Ooh.
Ooh. This is the one Randy picked. Ooh, it's nice and snuggly. There's more. Ooh.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it. We got beanies, bro. Number 1, new beanie. It's a terry finish. It doesn't have that much stretch, but it has really nice texture to it. So it's gonna be more of a skull fit. It'll just fit directly on your skull. This is the same style, but then there's our original Hachi, but this time we went with a black with a grayish black texture. Very, very nice. Slouch, just like this. It has a nice little slouch. And then the very last thing is our off-white blend of Hachi with RS200 on the inside. Feels amazing. 3 amazing beanies. What we're doing right now is, Britt will tell you.
We are measuring the inseam on our production pieces right now because we're noticing that we are actually finding a little bit of error from our pattern to production. So we're trying to narrow it down and figure out really what's going on.
What's going on today? What happened? Morning designs with Codename M. We had a lot of pieces we revisited. We had a lot of fix that we wanted to do. Everything that needs to be said and done was said and done. So I'm pretty happy because everyone's on the same page and everyone understands that it's okay to make mistakes. It comes back down to it. It's okay to make mistakes. And Britt's feeling a little bit more comfortable understanding that there are mistakes, and for us to understand that solution is what we're caring about. It's not how the problem is caused, it's the solution. What else? Came back, we started specking, setting up specs and blueprints on how we're going to design now. So for the future, everything hits specs. Even for production now, everything has to hit spec. We started breaking down operation. The back way that you swing over, the cleaning up the back end, we have a lot of space that is untapped for operation to use and utilize, especially with keeping these tables for the future expo. So these guys gotta go somewhere. There's a brand new mural coming up. It's the mural of the world that we're going to take over. A really, really cool atlas though. I like this atlas concept. Pretty pumped. Good job. Hopefully the producer here does a good job producing it. And I'm getting ready for Sunday meeting. The Sunday meeting is going to be a beastly one. That's it, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Remember to hit subscribe and the goddamn bell.